That is Flash in the Night. Yes, that's it. Staring down the camera.
I am Flash in the Night, yes.
He is indeed. He's joined by Diamondprox, and they will be going up against North America's very own Voyboy and Doublelift. I missed that. What was
Voyboy was taking a little selfie there, and then got informed, it looked like, that the camera was on him, and then looked very adorably embarrassed, is how I would give you the TLDR there.
I very much like that. I very much
like, oh, what's going on?
Okay, that's this Doublelift being Doublelift, I guess. All right, in terms of duo names, Diamond Flash taking on Double Boy. Yesterday, what were the champions? Have a look at it. Annie Brand for Diamond Flash and Cassio Varus for Double Boy. Very different approaches, all-ins versus the poke.
Yeah, exactly. You know, very, very different approaches. We did actually see, I believe, Double Boy win it with the kills, though, so they were able to actually finish it out and get some kills. You know, the strategy there from the Annie Brand was, you know, pretty kind of obvious, right? They were going to wait for 6 on Tibbers. They were going to go for the all-in. But what I didn't expect was they actually got both kills with their first set of ultimates, right? They were able to actually chase down their opponents, get both of those right away. So we'll see if they're going to go back to that sort of strategy because, again, I believe yesterday, Diamondprox did bring out Annie in his 1v1 as well.
He did indeed. So will it be Annie for the 3rd time in a row?
Could be.
That's a question we need to find out. While we can see Voyboy and Doublelift on the screen, I think it's very important to mention that Voyboy and Doublelift, they took down Uzi yesterday, right? Like, that was a huge, huge victory for them. Taking down one of the legends, and with Doublelift going up against BRTT later today, you know, it's a lot of, you know, big legacy names standing in his way that he's looking to crush down, and then Voyboy's along for the party as well.
Yeah, and I mean, he has a pretty damn good teammate here, right? I mean, the thing is, you kind of tag on Voyboy there, but he's challenger, right? Like, the NA teams are pretty stacked for this because all of the kind of popular NA streamers that are in this are often former pros. So you have like Shifter with Licorice. That's an LCS pro. Voyboy was an LCS pro. These guys are challenger players currently, so it gives you a strong duo.
And you're talking about Voyboy, the quarterfinalist in the Tyler 1 Championship Series.
Very
a lot of recent competitive experience. I think everybody watching our stream will know of Voyboy Doublelift and Diamondprox. If you don't know Flash in the Night, he's the most popular Russian streamer. He's a caster. For the LCL, he is a former pro. Apparently, he's a great singer as well. We saw him cheering yesterday.
Maybe he'll sing us a victory song if he wins.
I certainly hope so. I'll get you to ask him that.
Okay, I will.
Let's turn our attention to picks and bans. Double Boy, ban Annie, and look at Diamondprox's response.
It's like, well, that's all I had. I guess we're done here. What else is there to do?
Xerath up, Nico up. I'm going to try hard with this one, like actually trying to get in the heads.
Yeah, I mean, Xerath, Zyra, Fiddle, if you want to go the way of Poke, there's a lot of champions like that. You know, you can even look for something like a Lux. Those are pretty strong. Caitlyn with Grasp, if you want to go kind of more of a tryhard.
I'm really happy we haven't seen a lot of Caitlyn.
Yeah, we've seen
not many, right? Like in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Like in years gone by, Caitlyn was like the tryhard pick.
Yeah.
Fairly non-interactive type champion. You just play through the CS or tower. But I like the fact we got a lot of all-ins. I like the fact that we're going a bit strange. To round it out, Draven, Varus, Lucian.
The triple Doublelift ban. They're disrespecting the boy. Let's see if Voyboy can bring something out. But I mean, there are other ADs. You know, we mentioned it. Obviously, you could go to Caitlyn. You may have kind of cursed it here as the triple AD ban comes. The next AD that would be kind of logical, if you're thinking about a strong 2v2, probably would be Caitlyn. But we've also seen lots of players go to something that's like more of an off-roll champ, right? Like Licorice was playing Vel'Koz yesterday, for example.
Well, what's the counter to Nico? If you know Nico's open, you know it's a possibility. What would you run into it, right?
Play Nico into Nico.
And then what would you pair with it, right? So let's assume you got a Nico mirror.
We're going to get it.
Right? Okay.
The Cassio, of course.
That's the obvious
choice. I mean, Trevor, come on.
Results-based analysis.
This is basics here, Trevor. He picked Cassio yesterday.
I like the idea of a Malphite. I think a Malphite engaged. No, I'm only saying it because it's hovered on screen right now. But we got Cassio locked in, and we got a few seconds left before the pivot. So going for Poke, Nico Xerath versus more sort of all-in with Nico Cassio.
Yeah. Yeah, we could see the kind of strategy again where one of the NA guys is focused on the push while the other is focused on the poke. This is certainly a heavier poke-style team from Flashndnight Night compared to Double Boy over here. I do think Cassio can kind of somewhat struggle against some of the longer range mages. That could be a little bit difficult, you know, closing the gap. But if you are able to do so, you certainly can output a lot of damage there. And they were able to find that all-in kill yesterday. Certainly at level 6, if you can actually get a Nico root, follow that up with the Petrifying Gaze, you have the Nico ultimate to follow that up as well. So there are some good combos there.
Yeah.
But the question is just going to be, who has the push? Can they survive to 6? Are they going to get poked out?
And I think it's important to note that Double Boy have a 100% win ratio with Cassiopeia.
That's pretty good.
They won yesterday in their 2v2, and if stats has taught me anything,
Stats don't lie.
is that it's an advantage. Talking about stats, we're on the right-hand side of the bracket, and every red team won yesterday. 4 out of 4 on the right-hand side of the bracket. Double Boy is on the red side this game. So if stats don't lie, it's
so we can just go next. They already won.
Hey,
that's 200% win rates right there.
There we go. This is also one of 2 North American duos in the quarterfinals of the 2v2 Pro-Am. So let's see if they're going to keep the hopes. I mean, we could have an NA versus NA semi-final.
Oh, they're on the same side.
They're on the same side of the bracket.
Rigged.
Yeah,
it's been rigged.
It helps sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
LCS teams on one side of the bracket. You can LCS team in the final.
I mean, you gotta help out these other regions. You know,
Exactly.
they're all just kind of trying their best.
That's what this is about.
Yeah.
Trying their best
Exactly.
and having a good time.
Yep.
You know, because the fact that, you know, EU lost to NA, it doesn't mean anything. Okay, so...
And we all know that trying your best doesn't always equal good results, because I've cast with you many times before.
Oh, I love casting with you, Azale. The one thing that does mess with my head, I never remember the HP of Nico before she goes. We've moved on past that. We've moved on. But I never remember the HP of Nico before she clones and then, you know, mimics the teammates. So, you know, WTF to Xerath and WTF to Cassios. You'll be looking for those barbs. And it's going to be slightly different play patterns here. You've got double CC on the side of Xerath Nico versus CC plus Miasma all in on the side of Cassio for North America.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see if anyone can kind of juke out their opponent with the clones, because we did actually see, you know, some of that kind of happening yesterday, where, you know, I believe it was in actually one of the 1v1s where the Nico clone came out from the bush. His opponent thought he was engaging, and, you know, he kind of used the ultimate early there. So you definitely can do some pretty tricky stuff with it. I don't think you're going to confuse anyone by being like, it's too Xerath, you know, but using the clone is pretty important.
And I also think the clone steals the health relics as well, if I recall correctly.
Oh.
I believe I remember freaking Kobe going on about the denial of the health relics. But look at Voyboy going with some good Twin Fang damage into the face of Flashndnight and Diamondprox. Diamondprox, by the way, he's got himself the minion dematerializer. We saw 1 or 2 of them yesterday not used particularly well. So I want to keep an eye on how well that's going to get used today.
Yeah, and I think the further you get in the tournament, the more likely these guys are, you know, kind of thinking through all the rune choices, thinking through all their selections. Because, yeah, I mean, we saw some Gathering Storm, we saw some runes that weren't really going to be utilized that much, but be interesting to see if they do try to go more just for pure push.
We'll see how it goes for now. 23 CS to 16. Cassio plus Nico, better at last hitting. That shocking orb was shockingly short. Flash in the night, not going to find his target. I'm looking at summoner spells, which I haven't done yet. Defensive, by the way, on the side of North America. Barrier and heal. I think I like that when you consider they could get poked down, and this just allows them a little bit more safety when they're looking for an all-in.
Yeah, definitely makes some sense there with the style that they're going to play. And Diamondprox is the one to actually get kind of poked out here first. And because he's not playing Biscuits, he's the only guy without playing Biscuits. He's going to have to go back to base, going to have to reset. But one of the problems with Cassio, I think, on maps like this is you are going to run out of mana. So we'll see when they elect to actually reset, and it may be right off this wave. Yeah, they're going to have Voyboy just go back, Doublelift finish off that last minion, and we'll find out the bias.
I mean, it's a really significant CS advantage. Shocking Orb manages to find the target. There's a root, but there's no follow-up. If you go for the damage onto Doublelift, then all of a sudden you lose that CS when you're down 22 to 37. It's such a different like opportunity cost analysis.
It's also like when you're looking at the pros here, you know, you have Diamondprox, who's a jungler, who's not going to be as used to farming compared to Doublelift. Like that's what marksmen do, so you would expect him to have an advantage, and you know that may prompt the CIS squad to look more for an all-in.
Yeah, I think so too. And especially when you do have that longer range. There is a lot of CC time that can come down from Nico, so if it can be initiated by Diamondprox, I think Flashndnight should have the damage to close out a kill. You know, when you add the Barbs and the Pop Blossom, I think there is a scary combo. but then that you have to get through a Petrifying Gaze, and you have to get through Miasma, so
yeah,
it
plus
is a
the
challenge.
defensive summoners, as you said. And even if you went into this being like, yeah, let's go for kills. When you're up 20 CS this early, you might be thinking, ooh, I kind of just want to win.
Yeah.
I kind of just want to farm it out. So, because you can definitely put the pressure on your opponents to be the ones that have to engage, unless you just start missing a tremendous amount of that farm yourself.
Yeah. 12 CS up. Wave's going to be denied here. Only a couple CS, Voyboy and Doublelift. But they're going to be very comfortable, very happy. I mean, yesterday they played a controlled game with that Cassio and Varus. They were playing into Lucian and Fiddlesticks.
Yeah. I think they got 1 kill, then 1 off CS.
Correct.
Is what happened there. So, and as you pointed out yesterday, Cassio with the Twin Fangs does make last hitting pretty comfortable under the turret there. You know, having that additional help, and Doublelift and Voyboy looking like they're working together quite well here. With this last hitting, you can see Voyboy bought a ton of mana, the Mana Crystal, Double Doran's Ring. He's going to have the added mana from the Mana Biscuit as well. So he's looking pretty good in that regard, and probably not going to run into too many mana problems.
Yeah, very, very good start. North America looking strong. They're in the quarterfinals. They're looking to go to semis. Looking to get a closer step towards the prestigious finals in the 2v2 Pro-Am. 66.
Where they then have to go up against Quickshot and Vedius.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome, but it would end very badly for me and Vedius. It would not end well. Now, all of our practice time is going to tandem mode, which will come after the 2v2s, and we'll get some opportunity to talk about that. But look at this, good route into the orb. That's great damage onto Doublelift, but a flash away from the Pop Blossom. That will keep, it's actually Voyboy alive. Now he's going to keep chasing, running for his life. Voyboy steps back, and nobody goes down. The barrier helps out a lot.
Yeah, that is the flash down from Doublelift, the barrier down from Voyboy, though, and another route does land. So what was looking so one-sided for the NA team, Doublelift kind of face checks there, gets rooted, gets Zera stunned, just kind of the full combo. And we'll send them packing with the wave pushing to their opponents. So since the wave is actually pushing away, this is going to deny a lot of the minions.
Yeah.
So that could help to really close up the CS gap, because look at this massive wave that's shoving in. Oh,
ooh,
that was so close.
So close, just in that little safety zone. But the main thing, I think, Azale, is just talking about great little combination there, 3 pops in the queue. The number of skill shots that Voyboy and Doublelift have eaten with their face is risky, you know?
It is.
When you
it's a bold strategy.
So, got to be a little careful with that.
Yeah.
Diamondprox throws out the W, throws a little bit of confusion Doublelift's way, but he's low. No flash, and his heal will be up soon.
And I mean, while it is a risky strategy, it's one that a lot of folks at home, myself included, do know. You know, tanking those skill shots, always intentional, of course. Baiting them into a false sense of security.
That's it. It's setting up the next play. If they think their skill shot's going to hit. But look, 88 CS to 66. So Voyboy and Doublelift, as long as they don't get killed, they've got this game in the bag. They have to secure 12. That's just 2 and a bit waves. And they should be able to finish this 11 CS. Keep your eyes on the top of the scoreboard, and you'll see, look, defensive here. Doublelift has picked up Mercury Shreds, completed them. So it's just about the CS game. Doublelift not going to find any further follow-up. 6 CS to go, Azale.
Yeah, I mean, this is the last wave here, so we got to see an all-in from the CIS team, and here they go.
All right, Pop Blossom is coming in. A little bit of stutter as the stun does land. Voyboy's in trouble, gets caught up by right to the arcane. He chases forward to the Twin Fangs. 2 CS left to go. Voyboy's burning down to the 100 HP. Flash forward. Eye of Destruction plus Comet comes out. CS victory for North America, and not a kill to be seen.
Yeah, not a kill to be seen. The most fake celebration there. But they are going to get the CS victory. They are going to be moving on to that semifinals, I do believe. So congratulations for them in the top 4, perhaps setting up that all-NA semis.
North America makes back-to-back semifinals at international events.
And people said Doublelift doesn't do well internationally.
This got really close, the fight at the end, but the CS is what mattered. Doublelift kept his eye on the prize.
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 CS left, so, well, Voyboy might die, but that's okay. You can knock down the last of the farm. And congratulations to that NA team, but it was a well-played 2v2 again from the CIS squad.
Yeah.
They took down their first opponents. They were close here on the second. They're narrowly not able to kill Voyboy, but definitely a pretty even match.